By all accounts, I shouldn't be standing here today. Parents who were drug abusers, council estate upbringing, currently looking for work. I wasn't meant for this stage, this camera, these lights. In one way or another, all my life, I've been told that I don't matter, that my voice doesn't count, that I am defined by my disadvantage, not born with a silver spoon but a black mark. And sometimes, I believe them. I first remember being called a chav when I was 6. A group of men, white and middle class, took one look at me and spat out that word like it was my name. Society will remain broken until we learn to look beneath the surface. We see a tracksuit, a skin color, a hijab, and that's all we need to know. But we know nothing. Chav, council housed and violent. Morelands Estate in Brixton may be my home, but those men didn't know my circumstances. They didn't know that I took the bus to school by myself every day because of how badly I wanted an education. They didn't know I'd never start a fight. They judged me on my appearance and not my values. In reality, I was busy looking after my nan. When things were really bad at home, I would go sit in the community centre. I was 5 or 6 and staying out past midnight, and there were gangs there. But rather than trying to recruit me, they gave me money to buy chicken and chips and sat with me to make sure I was safe. Most people aren't all bad or all good. And then, at secondary school, in and out of care, I saw that the students with the A's and the A stars were the ones getting all the opportunities. The chance to go on trips, to do debate and to become leaders. But there's no correlation between academic success and leadership skills. A simultaneous equation can't tell you if someone's respected. I might not be the most book smart, but why was I labelled a failure? Why was I destined for lesser things? It's like judging a fish on how well it can climb a tree. Fish have other talents. I became governor of my college and got to ask Vince Cable questions at the election hustings. I joined the Labour Party and interned with Helen Hayes in her parliamentary office. I was selected to join the Advocacy Academy and Campaign Bootcamp, 2 crazy competitive activist training fellowships, and worked with Citizens UK to secure genuinely affordable housing for struggling families in South London. And now, the chav from the chip shop is here, talking to you. I could have risen to the label and dropped my aspirations, but I was determined to defy everyone's expectation of me and people like me. I set my sights on Parliament. Parliament, the place to fight for inequality, right? Except that the majority of our MPs grew up privileged, much more privileged than the majority of people they represent. The likelihood of a poor black kid becoming the next Prime Minister is 1 in 17 million. But if you're a white, privately educated boy, it's just 1 in 200,000. And the top 6 private colleges in the UK send the same amount of people to Oxbridge as 1,051 state colleges together. 1,051. I have a better chance at winning the lottery, but I'm still going to try, because someone has to be first, so why not me or you? And because if I try, then maybe another mixed-race kid growing up in Brixton might think that he can too. The more of us that stand up, that stay standing even when we're laughed at and labelled, the more society will begin to accept that a young person of colour from a low-income background is a crucial part of the democratic story of this country, tracksuit and all, whether they like it or not. I believe that the most aspirational place in the world isn't London or LA, it's the graveyard. The graveyard is packed full of inventions never created, businesses never built, books never written, ideas never shared, row upon row of the dead who were told, who believed that bigger things weren't for the likes of them. Don't die with your dreams still inside you. I could have addressed all this to the haters, but I'm here speaking to you today, not them. You, who remembers the first label you were given, failure, special needs, future criminal. I see you watching me and thinking, that could never be me. I know that feeling. It's called imposter syndrome, like our dreams are too big for us. I'm done being told who I am and what I can do. Are you? People see a mixed-race guy with a slit in his eye. Obviously means he's about to commit a crime. But what if that crime was to inspire the next generation? To make them feel like they have no limitations, whether they are mixed, black, Latino, or Asian? Then yeah, I hope I can commit many crimes and change our nation. because my identity is more than my appearance. And just because you're white shouldn't mean that you get clearance while the black kids get stopped and searched. But please fuel our perseverance to continue to strive for our goals. In a world where the lighter we are means the brighter we are, where being a minority means we have no say and must do the jobs that have the lowest pay, where being a girl means you should have no flaws and should look just like the Photoshop models on billboards. It's time for us all to say no more. Students only make up 20% of the population, but we are 100% of the future generation. We should be taught that our identity is more than skin deep or what we wear and what people think, because everyone's identity is unique, and it's really the values we hold deep that makes us the individuals we want people to see, not our hoodies or the way that we speak. So next time you see a 6 foot tall guy, slit eye, big build from Brixton, don't instantly think he's going to prison, because he could have a vision to become the next politician to bring an end to sexism, racism, and every type of ism that creates a system of oppression and division, because a section of our population are being imprisoned just for being born different than the standard tradition. You are able to break the label.